Hi, I'm Diana Porter, founder and lead programmer for Access Film Fest, and today I'm with Karin Trachtenberg, the director and producer of one of our best films, Pumpkin Pie. So Karin, tell me a little bit about Pumpkin Pie. What's it about?
So Pumpkin Pie is, we call it a comedy with heart. It's a little bit of a dramedy. And it takes place on Thanksgiving morning. So that's why I'm like super pumped to be showing this at Access Film Festival in November. This is the perfect season.
It is, it's perfect timing.
Right, yeah. So it takes place in a bakery. A bakery owner, it's her day off. She's at the bakery making, preparing for her meal, and there's a frantic customer who comes and refuses to be turned away because she absolutely must have a pumpkin pie for her family Thanksgiving.
What is Thanksgiving without pumpkin pie?
Well, that's right. So there's a controversy. Some people prefer apple.
I mean, for me, it's chocolate pecan, but that's neither here nor there. But no, I have seen your film, and it does have so much heart, and it is so relatable. I feel like it is something that it touches on much deeper themes than you can really convey by discussing the plot. And it has its roots here in Metro West, doesn't it?
Yes. This is, I'd say, a true Metro West talent endeavor. So I live in Southborough. My co-producer and star, Julia Trueblood, lives in Sudbury. This is actually our second film together. The DP, Maddie Stasek, is from Grafton. One of the other actress is also originally from Grafton. Her and Maddie grew up together. We filmed at Bread Guy Breads, a bakery in Grafton. So yeah, even our script supervisor is from Westboro. So yeah, very.
I have to get on your next film. You got to get a little Framingham in there. I love that you're pulling from local talent and so many women on your sets. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So our mission is to really create opportunities for women in filmmaking, not just in front of the camera, but behind the camera. So our crew was all female for this film, the DP, the PA, everybody, except for Crafty. That was my husband. But
I love that.
Yeah, but we really feel, and again, it's not that there aren't talented male filmmakers, there certainly are, but we just want to create opportunities for women, and also because our films are very female-centered, always two female characters. It's just nice to have an all-female crew on set.
Yeah. How long did your film, remember, it's around the 10-minute mark? Somewhere?
10 and a half minutes.
10 and a half. How long were you filming for?
So we filmed in the bakery 2 days, and then a third day at the other location. So it was really like almost 3 days.
I know I find it very interesting. Independent films tend to move much faster than the big budget films, and my mother's always blown away when I tell her that I was working on something and we covered a quarter of a page of the script.
Right. Well, I mean, when you do commercials, it's you get 60 seconds, and you're like,
yeah. But independent films, we take very little time, very little money,
right.
But we add a lot of talent and a lot of determination, and we make it happen. Were there any sort of surprises that you had to deal with during production?
Oh, there always are, aren't they? And I'm like a planner, so I try to plan everything because I feel like you don't know what you're going to be hit with. So get everything, you know what I mean, all your ducks lined up. We had a major snowstorm second day of filming. So thankfully, actually, my husband was on set because he dug everyone's cars out of the snow so that when it was done, everyone didn't have to clear up their cars or dig them out. They just got to go. But what ended up happening was the other location, which was a home in Grafton as well, they had a power outage because of the snowstorm. So we had planned to like move to get both locations. So obviously we weren't able to do that, and that's why we ended up having an extra, not full day, but an extra day, which, as you know, adds money and time. Yes. It all worked out because we would have been really rushed to get to, do the 2 locations. And fortunately, the bakery did not have a power outage. So we got through that. But that was interesting.
And
so I'll never shoot in January again. That's the lesson.
But it came together so beautifully. And your film has been screening all around the country, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we started off in New York, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and we're going to be premiering in LA in December. So
congratulations.
That's exciting.
Yes.
I will take the...
And you've won a couple of awards as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. We've done well. So Hillary's gotten 2 Best Actress awards, and I think she does a really great job. And we've got like Best Story, Best Comedy, just recently actually Best Drama. So
yeah. Well, you are a genre blend,
right?
So yeah, and I think every film is better with a little bit of comedy.
Yes, absolutely. And it's interesting that you say that, because I'm working on a 3rd film, which is a total drama, and I keep telling myself I gotta find the lightness, right? You just can't. You got to find a little humor and lightness. So that's
yeah. That can be the challenge. So you're working on your 3rd film, and what is that one called?
So that one is called Exit. It's also a two female protagonist film. It takes place, so all my films so far all takes place in the suburbs. It's kind of become a theme, parenting,
right,
suburban life, right?
Yeah.
The sort of isolation, as well, of suburban life. And it's a wife who has invited her husband's mistress over.
Wow. So hopefully that's not relatable for too many people, but the themes of being a woman in suburbia, the isolation of suburbia, that is highly relatable. I feel like there are many people, and I'm sure you've seen this in the audiences as you're showing it, that your films feel very real and very relatable.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you say that. I feel like, so my focus is really on sort of how women manage conflict, because I feel like they manage it a little differently than men. And all 3, even though the situations are different, are 2 women on having opposing viewpoints who end up finding common ground and being able to understand each other or have compassion for each other, even though they have different viewpoints.
That is so important.
Yeah,
definitely.
So, yeah, where I feel like, this is just a generalization, but when you have 2 men in conflict, they usually only bond over a shared enemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's kind of what I've been exploring, and it felt right to have a trilogy to explore that. And then once I think this trilogy is done, I'm going to have to move on to something different. So maybe it'll be hard.
Maybe. So you're going to be at the film festival on November 7th and 8th. Are there any other blocks or films that you're particularly interested in?
Yes, I want to see Trumpet Gumbo. Because I've heard
that's
a lot
part of the
about
city
that.
block on Saturday afternoon.
So I will definitely be going to that. I actually was planning on going to the student block as well, because I'm going to be premiering all of my 3 films in the spring, and I would like to integrate some high school filmmakers. So I would like to see what students are doing. I mean, as a mother of young people, I have a son and a daughter. I mean, they're grown up now pretty much, but they're both in the arts and film, and so I'd like to help mentor, you know.
Yeah. No, I love
Younger
that.
filmmakers.
Yeah. And it's so exciting seeing what young people are bringing in, and the originality of their ideas, and their perspective can feel so fresh.
Yeah. I'm very much a traditionalist, so I like to see other.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much. And if you want to see Pumpkin Pie, it's in the final shorts block at Access Film Festival on November 8th at 7 p.m. We'll see you there.